Here in the Ouachita Mountains of Arkansas, we were in the direct path of the total solar eclipse today. And even as far back as last summer and fall, there were signs up everywhere, uh, talking about the upcoming event, and motels had signs up saying, reminding you to make sure you made your reservations early and that. So it's a pretty big touristy thing for this area to get people to come out here and then see the beauty of the mountains and the national forest and everything. And I think it was Saturday I was in the grocery store and the woman working there was telling me that she couldn't wait for all this to be over because yeah, there's a lot more people out here than these small towns are really accustomed to. And in the past week, I did see a ton of out of state plates and people pulling campers behind them and stuff like that. So all the stores have been selling T-shirts and all this stuff. But anyways, out here on the property, I had a fantastic view of it. And going into it, I guess my expectations were I was like, okay, it's probably going to get a little gloomy or whatever. But I was actually blown away by how dark it got. I'm going to show a picture here of this area right behind me. Same picture so you can see just how dark it was. Now keep in mind that this is at 1:45 p.m. It was nighttime dark out. And it actually kicked on all of my lights. I'll show a picture of that. And all the daytime birds went quiet. And for those few minutes, there was actually a few nighttime insect sounds, and I could hear the owls. The owls actually came out for those few minutes and were hooting. That was really cool. So I wasn't able to get a good picture of the actual eclipse itself because my phone just doesn't have a filter or anything, and I wasn't going to hold the glasses over the top of it. But I will put up this picture to show that I was able to get, you're going to see what looks like two stars up there, but they're actually planets. To the upper left side is Jupiter, and then to the bottom right is Venus. They were in alignment during this. So I had such a nice view, I was able to get those couple planets there. And the sun and the planets were almost directly overhead, but a little further out towards the horizon, I can see stars out there too. That's how dark it was. It was really neat for that time of day. And I was shirtless at the time because prior to that, it was full sun and almost 80 degrees out. So here on the campsite, it was kind of baking a little bit, pretty warm. And the temperature dropped like 15 degrees in a matter of minutes. I actually ran in and grabbed a hoodie, threw it on for a few minutes, and then a few minutes later took it back off because that was just how quickly the temperature dropped. So it was a really neat experience. I heard from family and friends back in northern Illinois that they weren't directly in the impact, and they said it just kind of got a little bit gloomy out and that, which it's too bad everybody couldn't get to experience what I did because it was really quite an experience seeing how dark and how cold it got, and then having the nighttime animals come out and start making noises. It was just so cool. So I hope you guys got to experience it somewhat, and if not, maybe some of these pictures and videos other people are putting up will kind of give you something to see. Because I think the next solar eclipse isn't going to be seen from the continental U.S. for like another 20 years, so it's a fairly rare event.